Welcome to Broadway Shark Tank, where ambitious storytellers can pitch their ideas to a panel of actors in the hopes of getting them to perform for them. Hey, my name is Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I've got a pitch for a musical that I've been working on. Oh, so what's the musical about? I call it Hamilton.
Is that Rip Hamilton from the Detroit Pistons? I met him at a New Seasons once.
No, I mean Alexander Hamilton, the founding father on the $10 bill. This is back in 2009 when people still used cash. The founding father? Oh, hell nah. I hate history. I'm out. No, you'll still be interested. It won't go in one ear out the other. I'm going to use a medium the youth this day's ear will catch. Hip-hop. It'll appeal more than any textbook or show has ever had. With such a star-studded cast as yourselves, you'll be able to fill the shoes of America's beginning with faces that America today can see themselves in.
All right, you're ambitious.
I like the modern approach. Yeah, but why are we in the 21st century telling a story from the 1700s? History is something that's cyclical, and it's something that our country needs to hear. Hamilton was an immigrant himself, and I imagine much like many of our parents and many people in the nation today, he's achieved so much, even though he started with very little.
Immigrants, we get the job done.
And that's why we need to tell Hamilton's story. Due to the controversy of his time and an affair and an unfortunate duel stunting his lifetime, rivalries, America forgot him. Even though there was so much that the nation could learn from his story. Yeah, but how are you going to tell his whole life in 2 hours? To my knowledge, this was wartime, and the Battle of Yorktown can't just be condensed into a 60-foot deep stage. The world turned upside down, and so will the stage. Maximizing the extras of the cast, mapping every one of their movements while keeping focus on the main characters, will be able to overcome the constraint of the stage.
Don't people just get bored?
What are you thinking about how you want to arrange the musical? We'll get it with beautiful chaos. Hamilton never rested, and neither should I with storytelling. I'm going to structure out a general draft of the show. I've already got a song called My Shot worked out in my head, but I'll be evolving the character of Burr. You'll see what I can do to him. And I'll paint him as more of an anti-hero than the villain that history classes taught us.
That doesn't explain arrangement, though.
Oh, apologies. Quantitatively speaking, 23 songs per act with callbacks constantly. Even full reprises to earlier songs that will help maintain musical continuity throughout. Even some skits such as King George is kind of like a chapter for when big events happened, kind of like in skits on old rap albums. Well, what's up with the theme of rapping on? I myself really like the genre. I listened to Shook Ones 2 and 10 Crack Commandments on the way here. Yeah, but this is Broadway Shark Tank, and rap's never really been there before. How do you think it's going to be able to thrive? And how do you think a white founding father is going to be the best example to represent hip-hop in 2010? Funny, he thinks we'll have it done in 1 year. I think the style of the song, for one, is catchy. Some parts that are timelessly memorable and others complex yet captivating at the first listen and times after. I want to implement songs that are in practically every key, every mainstream time signature. I want a pop section, and I want a string section of music, an 8-part harmony of vocals, and an ensemble that can kill it every time.
But there were so many plays.
Alright, fine, but when you guys sign on with me, I'll learn your voice type and your skills, and I'll modify the role you play to fit you best. You look like you can rap. You look like you can harmonize. It'll kind of run like that.
So quick-witted.
All right, I get why you touched on why it's imperative, with exigence and all, but what's the actual context for this? What made you think to write this musical? Well, I was on my honeymoon, actually. I was reading Ron Chernow's biography of Hamilton. As long as it was, I was pretty fascinated by Hamilton's perseverance and the grit he maintained his entire career that brought him from running numbers, trying to fight for his life in St. Croix, to being with his face in every register in the nation today.
That is true.
I think I myself, being of Puerto Rican heritage, my parents had to make a better life for themselves here, much like Hamilton did. And I think that's a comparison that so many young people today could get out of the musical and seeing it. really appreciate the melting pot we live in, and where the American dream does not discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes new ideas and reinvents them, and that's kind of what I want to be able to do with the show, is to reinvent what we know about our American history in a modern outlet.
A compelling case, and honestly, I am intrigued. What is it going to take, though, for us to tell the story? We're not founding fathers. What wisdom could we possibly know?
That's exactly the thing. As grand as the people who we will be portraying are, we'll humanize them better than our history has. We'll show not just their merits, but their flaws. And we will show people through history with a lens that makes the characters relatable, yet keeping them engaging by subbing out Broadway casts every few seasons to keep things engaging for longtime fans, but also new listeners to the experience. And as for you guys, you'll be the redders. The stage will be a redder. Extras will be a redder. For the moment the people walk into the building, a story will be told.
All right, I think you got us. I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
And Sue.
Oh, and one last thing.
Sure.
Who's gonna play the role of Hamilton?
Oh, I am. I'm not throwing away my shot.